She was already thinking, what am I creating and how do I protect its value? That's brilliant. So the first question is surprisingly simple. What was Dolly Parton actually selling? Obvious answer is music, but I think Dolly understood something really specific very early on. She was a storyteller. So before the movies, before Dollywood, before she became Dolly Parton with sparkles and all the things, right? At just 20 years old, Dolly and her uncle Bill Owens created their own publishing company so that they could retain the copyright and control of the songs that they were writing together. And she held controlling interest. Now think about that. She was 20 years old, and she wasn't asking, how do I become a famous singer? And she also wasn't deferring to her uncle. She was already thinking, what am I creating and how do I protect its value? That's brilliant. And one song illustrates that better than almost anything else, I think. So in 1974, she was part of the Porter Wagner show, and it was time for her to leave. She felt it was time for her to start the next stage of her career. So instead of writing a letter of resignation or some business memo, she actually wrote, I will always love you. And then she walked in and she sang it to Porter. And he cried, and then she left. And the song became a hit for Dolly twice. And then Linda Ronstadt recorded it. And eventually Whitney Houston recorded it for The Bodyguard. And if you haven't seen it, oh my gosh, do yourself a favor and go see that clip. So Dolly turned her composition really into one of the most successful singles of music history. There was one piece of creativity, one story that she was telling from her heart, turned into different singers, different generations, different movies, different revenue streams, but the same gift. That story, bringing it out into song.